friends, I'm Ananya with a new story for you all, and this is of Little Mitten. There was a little mole who lived in a forest, and there were winter days going on. The little mole was in need of a warm shelter, so where he could stay whole winters. He went outside his whole burrow and then he decided to search in a very warm shelter. He went in the whole forest and then he found a lost mitten. Mitten in the gloves. He found the gloves mitten and then he went inside it. And it was very cool, it was very warm and it had very much space for the little mole. He could adjust and he could sleep whole winters in this. The mole said to himself, "Oh wow, what an awesome shelter I got. This is too warm and this is better place for me to stay by my burrow." So, as the mole was making himself comfortable in his new warm shelter, till the time there hopped a frog. The frog said, "Oh mole, you are looking like you are very comfortable in your little new home." Then the mole said, "Oh yeah, I am very comfortable here." The mole was very kind and it was very generous. So the frog said, "Mole, please let me come in and share your shelter. It's very cold here and it seems to be warm there. Please can I come because my feet are freezing." Then the mole said, "Oh, of course. Why are you asking? Please come in, come in." And the frog and the mole were in the shelter. And then the two were relaxing in the warm shelter. Till the time they were making themselves comfortable and adjusting, there came a rabbit. The rabbit said, "Oh, mole and frog, you have got a brand new shelter. It looks like a very new and it looks like that it's very warm." Then the mole said, "Yeah, I found this lost mitten in this forest." Then the rabbit said, "Oh, please, shall I come inside? It's too cold in here and I am shivering." Then the mole said, "Oh yeah, please come in." And then the three of them were inside the little mitten. Although it was very comfortable. Then in the poor winter region, there came an old fox with a vixen. The fox and the vixen were shivering with fear because they were feared of dying in the cool region. So they decided to search a warm shelter for themselves to stay. They came to the mole and asked them, "Mole, can we please come inside? You are relaxing in the warm shelter. Please share a few parts of it for us also." Then the mole said, "Oh, fox and vixen, it is although you will be not fit in this little mitten, but you can come." Then the mole said, "Okay, fox and vixen, please come inside." The fox and vixen went inside. But it was very crowded and it was very tight although, because there were 5-6 animals in that mitten. Then came the big bear, who was very rude and cruel. He came through the mitten and said to the mole, "Hey friends, how are you doing?" All of them said, "It is a little crowded, but then also we are very comfortable in this mole's house." And the mole was very proud of his house because he was sharing it with all. And he was very kind. The bear said, "Oh, then you should be sharing it with me as well." Then everyone said, No, it's although too crowded. You can't be adjusting in it and we could not manage you inside." Then the bear said, "You have to. Why don't you? It's mole's house, so the mole will decide." The mole said, "Dear bear, it is seriously very crowded in here and you couldn't come." But the bear made his way straight into the mitten as he was not about to hear anyone. He came inside the mitten and now it seemed that the mitten would burst, but it wasn't. Then at the last of the animal there came a mouse. It was a baby mouse who came through the mitten. Then the mouse said, "Oh, mole, "Can I please come inside your little mitten? It looks like it is very warm from inside, and you are all chilling and warming there. And I am very, very poor. I couldn't find a shelter. Can I please share?" Then the mole said, "No, although you are very small, but I think you wouldn't fit inside." Then the mouse said, "Although I look in space." Then the mouse straight went into the mitten and came across and climbed up the nose of the bear. He sat on the nose of the bear, and now everyone has adjusted in the mitten. And then the mouse was tickling the bear's nose with his tail, and the poor bear was controlling his sneeze, but he couldn't, as we also couldn't control our sneeze. So the bear sneezed once, and it looked like that the mitten will fly high in the sky. And then everyone said, "Oh bear, please do not sneeze. If you will, then the whole mitten will burst." Then the bear said, "It's okay, I don't care, it's not my house." And the bear sneezed once more, as he was able to control this sneeze. And as he sneezed for the last time, imagine what happened. It was a miracle. The whole mitten was burst in the fly. It was flying in high sky. It was burst, and all the animals were thrown on one side, and the mitten was thrown on another. And once again, all the animals were safe in the winter place. And now they couldn't find a shelter. And the moral value which we get from this story is that we should not be the bear in the mitten. It's like if you are unwanted guest in someone's house. It's like same. So you should not be the bear in someone's mitten. Thank you. If you like my video, please subscribe and share.